Welcome to GoGo's Library. Number 9, Blastoise. Blastoise, the shellfish Pokemon, is a water-type Pokemon introduced in Generation 1. It has a gender ratio of 87.5% male and 12.5% female. It stands 5 feet 3 inches or 1.6 meters tall and weighs 185 pounds or 85.5 kilograms. When battled, it yields 3 special defense EV. It evolves from Wartortle starting at level 36. It is the final form of Squirtle. Blastoise has two forms. It can Mega Evolve into Mega Blastoise using the Blastoise. It can Gigantamax into Gigantamax Blastoise if it has the Gigantamax factor. Gigantamax Blastoise was introduced in the Isle of Armor. Blastoise is the game mascot of Pokemon Blue version and its Japanese counterpart, appearing on the box art of both games. Biology. Blastoise is a large, bipedal turtle Pokemon. Its body is blue and mostly hidden by its tough brown shell. This shell has a cream-colored underside and a white ridge encircling its arms and separating the upper and lower halves. The two powerful water cannon/jet nozzles reside at the top of its shell over its shoulders. These cannons can be extended or withdrawn. Blastoise's head has triangular ears that are black on the inside, small brown eyes, and cream-colored lower jaw. Its arms are thick and it has 3 claws on each hand. Its feet have 3 claws on the foot and 1 on the back. Poking out of the bottom of its shell is a stubby tail. Powerful cannons on this Pokemon's back can produce water blasts that can pierce steel and concrete and be used for high-speed charges and propelling itself into the air, essentially flying. The speed of Blastoise's charges is similar to the force of a rocket. Blastoise makes itself heavy to withstand these powerful blasts and crush its opponents. It is shown in the Pokemon in the series Beach Blank Out Blastoise that Blastoise can take the role of a leader of large groups of Squirtle and Wartortle. Its preferred habitat seems to be freshwater ponds and lakes. As shown in Pokemon Sleep, Blastoise is known to sleep soundly while protected by its tough shell. It has also been seen sleeping with its belly exposed on very rare occasions, meaning that it is feeling completely secure in its surroundings and has quickly fallen asleep. Mega Blastoise has 2 smaller shells over its arms, each with its own water cannon. Small ridges develop over its now red eyes and extend to its ears, which angle slightly backward, and there is a small point on the chin. The 2 cannons on its back merge into a single central water cannon of greater size that extends forward over Mega Blastoise's head and can retract back into its shell. Mega Blastoise has a more aggressive disposition due to its increased strength. The power of its main cannon is equivalent to that of a tank gun at minimum and possesses a blast range of over 6 miles or 10 kilometers. Its strengthened legs and back enable it to withstand the recoil from its own blasts, but it can also use its arm cannons to further support itself by using moves like Ice Beam to latch itself to the ground before firing a massive attack, such as during its burst attack in Pokken Tournament. As Gigantamax Blastoise, it becomes larger. Its eyes are white with bright blue sclerae. Its blue arms and head and legs change to light blue, and the underside of its shell becomes dark red. Its shell becomes darker and transforms into a battleship-like formation, with 31 cannons of different sizes. Sets of twin cannons emerge from hexagon and rectangular-shaped holes within the shell, and a main cannon protrudes from the center. Several white triangular spots are located on its tail and legs. 3 red clouds surround the main cannon. Gigantamax Blastoise can adapt to any situation using various cannon combinations. It is not very good at precision shooting, so instead of aiming its attacks, it prefers to overwhelm its opponent by launching dynamic, powerful torrents from its cannons. According to one legend, its main cannon is so staggeringly powerful that it can blast holes through mountains. Gigantamax Blastoise can also individually align the 12 cannons surrounding its main cannon to attack in any direction. Gigantamax Blastoise is the only known Pokemon capable of using the G-Max move, G-Max Cannondale. Anime appearances. Gary's Blastoise. Gary has a Blastoise that he received at the Squirtle from Professor Oak. It made its first appearance in Ties That Bind during Gary's Silver Conference full battle against Ash. Tierno's Blastoise. Tierno has a Blastoise that he received as a Squirtle from Professor Sycamore. He first appeared in Tag Team Battle Inspiration, having evolved from Wartortle. A Blastoise appeared in Beach Blank Out Blastoise when it ruled over an island of Squirtle and Wartortle. It had a Jigglypuff stuck in one of its cannons, and Jigglypuff's song subsequently made everyone fall asleep. A Blastoise nicknamed Shell Shocker appeared in Mewtwo Strikes Back and its remake Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution under the ownership of Nisha. It was taken away from her by one of Mewtwo's special Pokeballs, but was liberated by Ash along with the other confiscated Pokemon. Along with Ash's Charizard and Corey's Venusaur, they were the only confiscated Pokemon not to be cloned, and they had the same marks that Squirtle 2 had, indicating that it was likely obtained by Mewtwo through different means than the ones used to clone. After being freed, it fought with Mewtwo's clone Blastoise and lost. Nisha's Blastoise appeared in the alternate timeline of the main series that was introduced in I Choose You, where we're seeing battling Corey's Venusaur. It is unknown if it holds the same nickname in that timeline. In Fit to be Tied, Sissy uses her Blastoise to compete against Ash and his Lapras in a wave race for the Coral Eye badge. Despite a well-fought race, Ash ultimately won by having Lapras use Ice Beam and riding on the ice. It reappeared in flashbacks of a way off day off. Hello, Pomelo, and Viva Las Lapras. Multiple Blastoise appeared in the Pokemon Water War under the ownership of Captain Aiden. They worked alongside a team of Wartortle and Squirtle that were used to extinguish fires. The team of Blastoise reappeared in a flashback in The Firing Squad. A Blastoise appeared in the Ringmasters as one of the Pokemon competing in Rikishi Town's sumo conference. It went up against Raiden's Feraligatr and lost despite its extreme strength, thus allowing Feraligatr to proceed to the finals. In One Trick Phony, Jesse borrowed a Blastoise from the battle park and used it against Ash and his Pikachu in an elaborate plan to capture it. In A Family That Battles Together Stays Together, Lola's Blastoise rescues Flint Golem after it had fallen into water. It reappeared in a fantasy in Grading Spaces. In Destiny Deoxys, Sid uses a Blastoise as its main battling Pokemon. In Judgment Day, Jimmy's Wartortle evolved into a Blastoise while it was still being captured by Team Rocket. This allowed it to escape with its massive size. In Pokemon Ranger in the Kidnap Riolu Part 2, 3 Blastoise were captured by Kellen's to capture Styler so they could use Rain Dance in order to douse a forest fire that was caused by Jay's Salamence. In Mega Evolution Special 1, Cybold's Mega Blastoise battled Elaine and its Charizard. Blastoise was successful at defeating Charizard. In A Glaring Rivalry, a Sailor's Blastoise battled Gladion in his Midnight form Lycanroc and was eventually defeated by Counter. In Island of the Giant Pokemon, a giant robot Blastoise was at the Pokemon Land. In The Ghost of Maiden's Peak, a Ghastly created an illusion of Blastoise in order to frighten Ash's Squirtle. Ghastly subsequently combined this Blastoise with an illusionary Venusaur to create Venustoise, which terrified both Squirtle and Bulbasaur out of battling. Blastoise made its physical debut in Primate Goes Bananas in a flashback. Ash saw a Blastoise in an advertisement for the contest in which he won a special hat. In Pikachu's Vacation, a Blastoise was at the Pokemon theme park. In a flashback in Battling the Beast Within, the Ultra Rangers Blastoise and its fellow Pokemon attempted to battle a Guzzlord that was wreaking havoc at the Ultra Ruin but lost. Other appearances. Super Smash Bros. When released from a Pokeball, Blastoise will use Hydro Pump in one direction. Each pump moves Blastoise backwards slightly, making it a danger to those who fight behind it as well. Super Smash Bros. Melee. Blastoise reappears as a Pokeball Pokemon in Super Smash Bros. Melee, like in Super Smash Bros. That uses Hydro Pump as its attack. Blastoise's trophy refers to Blastoise as the definitive water type. Pokken Tournament DX. Blastoise is a DLC battle Pokemon in the Nintendo Switch version of Pokken Tournament. Its moves include Water Gun, Rapid Spin, Water Spout, Withdraw, Bubble, Hydro Pump, and Water Pulse. Upon entering Synergy Burst, it Mega Evolves and can use the Burst attack Destructive Cannon. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Blastoise retains its role as a background character of Kalos Pokemon League's Flood Chamber. It also appears as a spirit. Pokemon Detective Pikachu. Blastoise appears in Pokemon Detective Pikachu and battled a Gengar at an illegal fight club, only to be defeated. Trivia: Blastoise shares its category with Kabuto and Kabutops. They are all known as the shellfish Pokemon. Despite this, Blastoise is based on a turtle, not a shellfish. This may be due to the fact that the Japanese category is more accurately translated to shell, not shellfish. Mega Blastoise is the only Mega Evolved first partner Pokemon that does not have two types. The way Blastoise flies in new Pokemon Snap is a potential reference to Gamera. Pokken Tournament DX and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet have also introduced similar motions for Blastoise's actions. Blastoise was originally considered for Super Smash Bros. Brawl alongside Charizard and Ivysaur, but the director decided to go with Squirtle instead for evolutionary stage balance. In 3D games before Pokemon X and Y, when Blastoise uses Hydro Pump, two streams are fired from its cannons, whereas every other Pokemon only has one stream. Starting in Pokemon X and Y, Blastoise no longer had a unique animation for this move. However, the animation was brought back when Blastoise returned in the Indigo Disc expansion of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Origin: Blastoise's design appears to be on a turtle mixed with aspects of a tank. Gigantamax Blastoise's shell may be based on a battleship. It may also be based on Leonardo da Vinci's design for an armored fighting vehicle, which itself is inspired by a turtle shell. Blastoise may be a combination of blast, referring to its cannons, and tortoise. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for listening, and be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss the next chapter of Go Go's Library.